Yo, 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 everybody! You need to check out the tricks these yo-yo virtuosos had in store for the crowd gathered in Oberman Park tent at the Sturgis Falls celebration. The two local talents, Lee Perbilski and Richie Korneisel, performed their act Things on Strings, which has been a fan favorite for the past 8 years. Lee is a junior in college now and was the original Things on Strings man since way back when he was in 8th grade.
I was in 8th grade. My parents would my dad had a company meeting in Cincinnati every year. They'd bring back some cheap stuff, and one time they brought home this really cheap yo-yo that couldn't do anything, but I got really into playing with that thing, and yeah, I don't know, explored a little online and found some different stuff you could do.
Although Lee's colleague Richie is still in high school, he has been yo-yoing since he was in 5th grade, thanks to a little help from one of his teachers.
My 5th grade teacher, Mr. Barton in Michigan, he got everybody yo-yoing. It was one of his passions, and he passed it on to us, passed it on to the whole class, had trick lists, and once you learn a certain amount of tricks, then you get a yo-yo from him.
Obviously, these two veterans have had plenty of time over the years to develop some serious skills, and they were ready to show them off to the energetic crowd. The dynamic duo demonstrated many different types of yo-yoing, including classic, which is the traditional style of tricks that you and I would imagine.
Double or nothing. Triple or nothing. Quadruple or nothing.
Doubles, which consists of one person controlling 2 yo-yos at one time.
That's a whirly bird.
Off-string yo-yoing, where the yo-yo itself is not even attached to a string, allowing for all sorts of aerial tricks.
Behind the back.
Freehand yo-yoing, which has a weight at the opposite end of the yo-yo, allowing for more unique traditional style tricks. And finally, there was Diablo, or Chinese yo-yoing, which consisted of a large, unattached yo-yo on a string with 2 handles. This form of yo-yoing is pretty rare, making the tricks like nothing many have ever seen before. Even though age and distance have done their best to separate these two teammates, they have continued coming back to Sturgis to show off their skills all this time, despite Lee being at college for the past 3 years. Richie understands why coming back year after year is still so enjoyable.
My favorite part about yo-yoing is showing it to people. Practicing's fun, but it's not fun unless you share what you've learned with people, and the encouragement that you get from people, and you can go to contests and meet a lot of them. It's a really social activity. I mean, it takes a lot of practicing by yourself, but once you can show it to people, it just makes them smile, you know, and that's what it's all about.
Both Lee and Richie have not had the time to practice like they once did back when they first teamed up. They still make time to meet up shortly before Sturgis to ensure they are ready for their show. Luckily, both partners agree that performing yo-yo tricks comes back easily, just like riding a bike.
I think it's good because there's like fundamental things, muscle memory, you never forget. And then with yo-yoing, you just combine it. It's unique too. A lot of people kind of identified me as the yo-yo guy.
Seeing a quality yo-yo trick can bring out a smile in just about anyone, young or old. This terrific tandem has certainly found that out over the past 8 years at the Sturgis Falls celebration. It's those smiles they provoke out of children and adults alike which have kept them returning each summer to showcase their abilities. For Cedar Falls Arts Overlook, I'm Matt Lang.